Hoops Junction, back again with another episode of According to Vlad. And we're going to be breaking down a couple of things that have been going on recently in the NBA. For number one, we're going to start with Stephen Curry going off for 51 points against the Orlando Magic. Is there anything that Steph can't do? He makes it so Steph-effortless. Honestly, it's amazing to watch. It's a joy to watch. He's already MVP. He's already got it. Back-to-back MVPs like Steve Nash. Unlike Steve Nash, he was a much better scorer, and he's actually won a championship. He led his team, helped lead his team to the promised land. So right then and there, I mean, he's up there, man. He's, honestly speaking, with the things that he's doing in the seasons he's been doing, if he quits today, he'll have a special place in many people's hearts. I'm not saying that, okay, to me he's a Hall of Famer, but I'm not saying like he's not like top this, top that, but he's special, man. It's crazy. And to top that off, he's already had 128 straight games with a 3, breaking Kyle Korver's record of 127. So that's monumental right there. I mean, that's consistency. Every game he's hitting 3s. And to top that off, man, if you think about it, can anybody really beat Golden State in the 7-game series? Looking at it now, you know, Spurs was everybody's best hope. I mean, because Cleveland can't handle them. The Oklahoma City Thunder, they could score with them, but they can't defend them. So it's right now, it's their show. They're running the NBA, and they're running it 52-5. Amazing, man. 51-5, 52-5. Incredible, man. It's incredible. I don't like. Once again, I said I don't think they're gonna get the record, but if they do get the record, hey, I'm gonna be a man about it. I'm gonna step up and say, you know, hey, congratulations, you guys did an excellent job. So, and personally, I do want to see them break the record, but I don't think they're going to. So that's that. All right, let's move on to the Nets waiving Joe Johnson. According to Vlad, that was the right move, but not at the right time. You should have waived Joe Johnson last year so you could have saved yourself some money. But the way that the Nets have been going, they just need a fresh start. Their general manager, he's doing everything that he has to do to put his imprint on the team. He's getting rid of all the lazy bums. He's getting rid of the salary cap moochers and stuff like that. I mean, Joe Johnson, just to put this in perspective, before LeBron signed his new deal, Joe Johnson was making more money than LeBron James. But he wasn't producing at LeBron James level. So, of course, that's something you have to look at. I wish they could have traded him during the deadline to get some kind of deal for him. But, hey, I think a good landing spot for Joe Johnson would be Miami Heat. But you never know who's going to pick him up. He might go to Cleveland. And it's like my friends are saying, like, Cleveland's picking everybody up. They're like the black hole, just sucking everything up. Like, come on, come over. So, in terms of Joe Johnson's career, man, I really had high hopes from him. You know, a lot of people don't remember him in his Phoenix days. He was nasty. A lot of people don't remember him in his Atlanta days. He was really, really good. And then he just started tapering off and became worse and worse and worse. And, you know, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the money. I don't know what really went wrong with his career. I don't know. But, I mean, I wish him nothing but the best. I mean, the Nets don't want him, so the Nets don't want him. I don't know who does. Maybe the Pelicans could pick him up. That would be a good playoff push. But speaking of playoff push, I got to tip my cap to the Portland Trail Blazers. According to Vlad, they are one of the best surprises in the NBA. After losing LaMarcus Aldridge, after losing Nick Batum, after losing, they lost one more player. I don't remember what his name was. Oh, Wesley Matthews. And still be in the running to make the playoffs with Damian Lillard going off every night. C.J. McCollum doing what he has to do, going off as well. Their two guards are keeping them in the game. If I were Terry Stotts, I would pray every day to God and say, Lord Jesus, God, thank you for giving me two great shooting guard, point guard and shooting guard. I mean, that is amazing. It is amazing. In the West, ladies and gentlemen, they have no other players but Lillard and C.J. McCollum, and they're doing amazing things, man. I tip my cap, Damian Lillard, man. You go hard, brother. I love your grind. You know, I purchased Damian Lillard's basketball program from Dre Baldwin at DreAllDay.com, and or you can go to HoopHandbook.com and pick it up. Really good program. You know, patterned a lot of my moves after Lillard. Congrats, Portland. I'm ecstatic for Portland. They're a great basketball town. They're a great sports city in general. So I'm really happy for them. Moving on. According to Vlad, Russell Westbrook has completely evolved. He is to me, he's top 5 point guard in the league. He is number 2 to me. He has completely, he turned off, he shut up all the critics, including myself. I used to think he couldn't play point guard really well. I used to think that, you know, he had a ceiling that he hasn't been able to reach yet, and he still has an even higher ceiling. And I feel like he's really, really meeting, he's surpassing expectations. He's passing the ball. He's running the offense. I mean, right now he's the best player in OKC, hands down, bar none. You know, I love Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is a great scorer. He does everything on the court as well. But when Westbrook plays well, the team plays well. That's just bottom line. I mean, he's making the game easier for all those bums, which they should have traded half of them. You know what I'm saying, including Cantor, because that's another story. I don't really want to talk about that guy, but I gotta give Russell Westbrook a ton of credit. He's been awesome. This game has flourished. Even tonight against the Pelicans, he's just playing lights out, making passes, good reads, not turning the ball over as much, not taking every single shot, being patient. I mean, it's scary because not only did he get better, he's going to continue to get better, ladies and gentlemen. So you see how Curry's killing it? Westbrook is killing it. Westbrook has no three-point ball like Curry. He's still killing it. So imagine as he gets better shooting, better passing, better and may implement an offense that could complement KD and Westbrook better in a more mature fashion. Just imagine that. I mean, that's triple doubles all day for Russell Westbrook. I gotta tip my cap to you, brother. You're doing a great job. And finally, according to Vlad, are the Cavs really that much different than when they had David Blatt? According to Vlad, they're not that much different. The Cavs, they're inconsistent with the lineups, and they got Channing Frye, and they got rid of David Blatt, and everybody's saying that, you know, okay, now this is the time, but they fired a coach that took them to the NBA Finals. But now they're going to get a coach that has no finals experience besides playing in it. But, I mean, coaching in the finals is completely different playing in the finals. And I don't really see that much difference. They give Kevin Love the ball a little bit more. They give him, I think, under David Blatt, it was like 4 touches. Now they give him Kevin Love 6 touches. It's like 2 more touches. It's not, to me, I don't know if it's that much of a difference. I still see a lot of pick and roll, a lot of LeBron handling the ball at the point, a lot of Kyrie dribbling a lot. So, bottom line is this. They shouldn't have fired David Blatt. They were not receptive to his style of teaching the basketball, and they didn't want to move the ball. This is the problem when you get like high superstars that are used to getting the ball. They want the ball all the time, and they don't understand, like, okay, if we move the ball more, it's going to make us better. If the ball doesn't stay in my hands a lot, it makes us better. Phil Jackson wrote about this in his book, In Sacred Hoops. He said that the number one problem that the Bulls had at the time was Michael Jordan. He said that every time everybody got the ball, they just felt like they should give it to Jordan. They felt like it should just go to Jordan. And he was trying to explain that everybody on the court is a weapon. Everybody is part of the wolf pack. You know what I'm saying? And the strength of the pack is in the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is in the pack. So for Cleveland, their problem is this. The ball has to go to either LeBron or Kyrie or Love. There's no these players are like the black hole of the team. I don't understand they should get most of the shots and everything like that. It makes perfect sense. But everybody on the team should be a weapon. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be useful. Like if you look at Golden State, everybody makes a statement every night, night in, night out. Everybody's getting buckets. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at the Spurs, everybody's getting buckets. Top tier teams, everybody is a threat. For the Cavs, there's only 2 or 3 threats, and the third threat, which is Kevin Love, he shows up sometimes he doesn't. I know he gets double-doubles, but he doesn't defend half the time. So then, you know, there you got like a liability right there. So that being said, they have to get out of this whole ISO ball, I'm going to give it to LeBron, or I'm going to give it to Love in the post to do his thing. You got to get movement. You got to run some actions to make the game easier, to get layups. Bunch of layups. That's all you need. That's all you need. When they played OKC, there were some of those actions, but part of the reason why they sliced them up so bad was because OKC is just not a great defensive team for some reason. They're above average, but just slightly above average. That being said, you're going to the playoffs playing this simple style of basketball. It's going to be good to a certain point, but what's going to happen? You're gonna meet the big dogs, and they're gonna stomp you out. That's it. That's plain and simple. But according to Vlad, man, they're not that different. They're paying attention to detail more. They're running up the floor harder because they got somebody on the bench that they like. When they didn't like the guy, they just kind of quit on them, which is kind of sad because, you know, you guys are professionals, and at the end of the day, this is your reputation on the line. You don't want to go out like a sucker. And, like, just because you don't like a coach, you're not going to do the best job you could possibly do. See what I'm saying? Like, when we go to work, there's plenty of people we don't like. But does that mean that I'm going to lower my level of work because of somebody I don't like? That doesn't make any sense, man. But I guess when you're making millions of dollars, it makes perfect sense. Especially when you're pulling the coup d'etat and you're getting guys out of there. Well, man, that's it for According to Vlad, man. I hope you enjoyed it. I got some more stuff coming up for you. I got a couple more series coming for you guys. I thank you for rocking out with me. I really appreciate it. This is Vlad from Hoops Junction, where hoops meets hoopla. Peace.